Good Saturday morning, my friends. Here is the little aftermath of the storm. We got about 6 inches. Oh, there we go. So not too bad. I prefer 0 inches, but you gotta do what you gotta do in the winter time. It is Saturday morning and we are getting ready to hit the road. Let me tell you about that. Yes, haven't showered yet. Getting ready to do that now. I was getting Doug out the door. It is 7 a.m. He has, what does he have? Bible study this morning. So he is off for that. And the minute he gets home, which will be around 8:30, 8:45, we're going to head out the door and head to Landover, Maryland. We are going to Adam's track meet. It is not at the Mount. It is in Landover, Maryland, which is right outside of DC. And the track, the arena where they are running, it's indoor track, by the way, is right next to where the Washington Commanders play. So it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes, so it's not bad. And I got a report from Denise's son, who was in DC yesterday, that the highways are pretty darn good down there. They're worse in Jersey, of course. But in Delaware and Maryland, they're pretty good. And I definitely expect that to be good, to even be better today. So we are heading there. You know, we drive 2.5 hours to watch Adam run for about a little under 5 minutes if he's having a good day. He is running the mile, and so is Bella, so we'll be able to see both of them run. And then we'll probably hang out, watch a little bit more of the meet, and then turn around and come home. We want to be home before dark, so we won't be there. We'll probably leave around 2-ish, is my thought. I don't know. But I need to get my act together so I can be ready for Doug. Coffee and tea is made. I am editing a video from yesterday, and I just packed lunches. I will show you what we are taking in the car for lunch. We're also, I think, going to take bagels for breakfast. If you saw my video, I made some bagels yesterday. So we're going to take those for breakfast because it's easy to take in the car. And then we'll take our lunch, and I'll show you that right now. This is Doug's and this is mine. We both have pretty much the same thing. He just has a little bit more. We have some yogurt that I made yesterday, and I sweetened it with a little bit of blueberry jam. It is my home canned low sugar blueberry jam. Excuse me. And also some fresh frozen blueberries. These came from my sister-in-law's blueberry orchard. I've got a few little veggies with some ranch dip. We've got some cheese, and these crackers are still left over from the holidays. This is finally the end of them, so I will need to start making crackers again this week. Some nuts, and some strawberries, and a few grapes. So that is our little lunch that we're going to pack, and we'll probably eat it on the way home in the car, or I don't know. But at least we have something, and that way we will not stop or drive through or whatever. And like I said, we are going to just take some bagels for breakfast. I need to get those out of the freezer and get those thawing so I can toast them, put some cream cheese on them, and wrap those up as well. Okay, Doug is home from Bible study, and he changed out the chicken water. He also fed them some turkey that I had that I wanted to give to them. Or I'm sorry, it was chicken. Some dark meat chicken that I knew we wouldn't use. And also I gave them the whey from the yogurt I made. I like to keep that sometimes and use it in baking or in smoothies, but I thought they needed it more than we did right now for all the extra protein, and it's a big treat for them. They really enjoy it. So he is just finishing up those chicken chores for me. I was just getting ready to go out when he came home. Oh, I see a butt in the box. He's collecting eggs. We try to collect them, like I said the other day, often in this kind of weather because they will freeze, but I see Marshmallow in there laying an egg. So, oh, and there's somebody else too. He's trying to reach under them and take any eggs. Nope, he gave up. He's trying to get in all the chicken chores now because once Wednesday comes, no more chicken chores for him. He can't be around the chicken waste. So I will be in charge of all of them. And that's cool. But he's just trying to get in all he possibly can right now. So I've got our breakfast packed. I forgot to show you. I made breakfast sandwiches. I'll show you in the car. Got our lunch packed. You saw that. I have my car bag packed. I have my menu book, some books to read, some magazines. I also have my laptop because I'm going to try to get my website updated. So Doug's going to change his shirt because he saw that I had my Under Armour on. And he's like, that's a good idea. Because even though it's an indoor meet, those indoor arenas are a bit chilly. So tried to layer up a little bit. I probably should have put something under my jeans, but I didn't. That's okay. So we are going to wrap it up and get on the road. Okay, on the road a little bit later than we wanted to be, but these things happen. And as you can see, the roads are completely clear here. We're on 295. We'll take that down to the Delaware Memorial Bridge, go on 95 to the Beltway. And I really am expecting clear roads, aren't you, hon?
Yes.
So while we are traveling, I am working on my website. Ooh, my computer's dusty. Doug is listening to his morning prayer. He did not have a chance to read it this morning, so he is listening to that. I'm listening along with him, and we are enjoying this gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. Look at those trees. And look at that beautiful blue sky and sun. It is wonderful to see that. Even if it is only 23 degrees, it's still nice to have blue sky and sunshine. Okay, while working on my website, I'm eating my breakfast. I have a breakfast sandwich. It is one of the bagels I made on Friday with 1 egg, 2 slices of Canadian bacon, and a 1/4 ounce of raw milk cheddar cheese. And of course, I have my tea. So we are heading to where Adam is, and I'm not sure if you can see it. We're behind the trees. I wasn't quick enough. That is the stadium where the Washington Commanders, it's gone, formerly the Washington Redskins, play their football games. And we are pretty much right next to it. All the roads coming down were completely clear. We were on all highways too. I mean, we're sort of in a little bit of a neighborhood now. But here's where we're going right here. Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex is where we are going.
Not where it's sending me.
But it's not where it's sending us. Okay, we need to reevaluate because that's where we need to be. We turned around and came in the entrance. I think it was just trying to take us the back way in, maybe. I'm not sure. But let me tell you, I didn't ask Adam how many teams were here, but it is a really, really, really big event. We are having trouble finding parking. So I think, I think we're going to go up and around where the parking attendant was, and maybe they can put us in the right direction because there is no parking here. We found a spot. Okay. So I thought I grabbed my jacket out of the closet. It's a black, puffy coat. And I also have a black puffy running vest. And Andrew has a black puffy vest. So, sorry, trying to figure out where to go. And watching the icy sidewalks. Yikes. I grabbed Andrew's puffer vest. That, needless to say, is a little bit too big for me. Luckily, we were bringing Adam's winter coat to him that he forgot, so I'm wearing that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when we leave, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. There is our boy on the phone. He already came up to say hello to us. So he's just getting ready to warm up. And we're just going to enjoy watching the rest of the meet. Okay, there's Adam giving Bella a pep talk. She runs first. She is running the mile, as is Adam. He was just getting warmed up, getting ready, and he was watching Bella run. There's Bella, second from the left, squatting down. She's getting ready to start her mile. And they are off. The first of 8 laps. It is a 200-meter track. She is looking really good and really strong and did fantastic. She was passing people and just really looked good. She is on her last lap now. And she is on track for a PR in the indoor mile. And she got it. So now there's Adam. It is his turn running the mile. And he came out pretty fast. I'm a little bit worried about that, but that's okay. He's looking good. Once he passes that green line, he can start waterfalling in and get into that inside lane. I'm not sure why my camera keeps going out of focus every time he gets to that one point, but it's making me a little crazy. Just like that. I don't know why it's doing it. 5 laps to go. 3 laps to go. He's looking good. I believe he's in 3rd or 4th place, and there's his big finish. He did finish in 4th place at 4:59. So sub 5 by 1 second. Well, we are, oh, excuse me. The cold air is getting to me. We are back in the car. We got here. We had about a half hour till Bella ran. Yeah. We met Bella's mother and sister for the first time. Watched a little of the meet, watched Bella run, watched Adam run, and we're back in the car, ready to head home. But first, we are eating our lunch. You saw the lunch that I packed. I'm not really super hungry, but Doug was, so I may pick a little bit. We'll see, but it was good seeing. Oh my gosh, we forgot to get Doug's shoes. Oops. It just dawned on me. Oh, looks like we're going back in. Okay, sorry about that. Doug and Andrew and Adam bought Doug a pair of Hey Dudes for his birthday, their shoes. And when Adam ordered them, he forgot to change the shipping address to home. So they got shipped to school. So he brought them with him today to give to Doug, and we forgot to grab them. So we're going to finish our lunch, and Doug's going to run back in and grab those from Adam. I do not like driving through tunnels. I do not like driving through tunnels. I'm not claustrophobic. I just keep thinking like, oh my goodness, what if there's like an accident in here? And like we're way too close to that wall. Way too close.
Well, the wall on the other side is just as close. So,
Oh, I know the wall on the other side is just as close. And not only are we like way too close to that wall, but we're way too close when we pass other cars. Like, there is not a lot of room in here.
Imagine if there was 2 trucks.
Yeah, I can't even imagine if there was 2 trucks. Yeah, no, I do not like tunnels. I do not like tunnels. I do not like them, Sam. I am. This is the, what is this? Baltimore Harbor Tunnel?
Yes.
Yes, the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. So while we are in here, I am going to start, we're not in here very long, just a couple minutes, but I am going to work on my February menu. If you notice, I already have the last week done. That's because Adam will be home that week, and I already know what we're having. We are home. A little bit later than I was hoping for, but we are home. We had a quick stop. Sorry, Doug's pushing me out of the way. We had a quick stop at Costco, which was right next to the place where the track meet was, because we needed milk. And that's part of my pantry challenge. And then we broke pantry challenge. I wasn't sure. I thought we were going to be late. I don't know what I was thinking and didn't plan dinner tonight. So I picked up, I already took it apart. At Costco, I picked up the chicken street tacos. It is a complete kit. It comes with, excuse me, shredded cabbage, shredded cheese, limes, chicken with taco seasoning on it, and corn tortillas, and salsa, and some cilantro lime crema. And it was on sale, and it was $13, and I was thrilled with that, so I'm like, guess what? We're buying it. And then when we were there, we always look at the clothes. Didn't buy any, but Andrew's favorite jeans. He loves Lucky Brand jeans, and they are very pricey, but they fit him so nice. They had, and every once in a while, Costco will have them, and they had them at like literally a fourth of the price in the Lucky store. They didn't have a size. So we had to pass the Delaware Costco on our way home. So we jumped in there. Doug got gas because Costco gas is so cheap. Doug got gas while I ran in. And they had his jeans. And luckily, I remembered mayonnaise. I think I mentioned on Friday's video that I wanted to get the Primal Kitchen at Costco because it's so cheap. And sure enough, it is the big 32 ounce, and it was on sale for $7.38. Yeah, like Costco is double the price, and I don't think they had Primal. Oh, they didn't have Chosen Foods, but they were like double the price for half of that. So I am so thrilled that we stopped there, and I remembered to get that. Probably should have got two because it was on sale, but we don't use a ton of mayonnaise, and I don't know. I may just keep this for Doug's use and still continue to make the homemade for us. We'll see. But anyway, I'll show you my taco. Okay, getting the chicken meat heated up. I think that's a lot of chicken meat, so that's good. And also getting the tortillas warmed up. Should probably do them in a skillet, but I like doing them over an open flame. So there is our taco from Costco. Okay, if you are a Costco member and you need a quick dinner, what should they buy?
Mexican street tacos, is that what it was called?
Chicken,
yeah, those things.
How were they?
They were 2 thumbs up.
Oh my goodness, they were
yummy.
They were amazing. They were corn tortillas, and I just heated them up on the on an open flame, and then like chicken with just some kind of like Mexican taco seasoning on them, good. And then cabbage slaw,
yeah,
and it was just cabbage. Like there was no dressing or anything on it. It was just like, you know, the cabbage you buy in the bag, kind of like that, and some shredded cheese.
And there's 2 little containers of...
And there was a container of salsa and a container of cilantro lime crema.
That was really good.
So I'm guessing, I mean, I'm sure the chicken was cooked in like a seed oil, but let me tell you, for the most part, I think they were pretty darn healthy.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part. And they were...
Yummy.
Delicious. Oh,
yummy.
My gosh, delicious. And... not on sale, and it feeds a family of 4. Not on sale, it was like $15.50. They do it by weight, so each one was different. They were on sale for $2 off, so $13.50 to feed 4 people. Bargain. Unbelievable. So if you belong to Costco, check that out. Good morning, my friends. It is Sunday morning. We are up and ready for church. Last night, I didn't show you because the camera was not, my phone was not with me. I made some dough, some sourdough Pop-Tart dough. We were sitting eating dinner and talking, and Andrew goes, Mom, I'm craving Pop-Tarts. And I looked at him, he goes, I know, you're not buying Pop-Tarts. He goes, but could you make some? And it's so funny because earlier in the week I had watched a video where someone made sourdough Pop-Tarts. I'm like, yes, I can. I had this card on the counter. I never put it in the fridge. So I'm like, I will make you some Pop-Tarts. So I made the dough last night. I'll link the recipe down in the description box of the one I used. So I made the dough last night, and that fermented overnight in the fridge. And this morning before we left for church, I just took out I had some frozen raspberries in the freezer. So I'm just going to let those thaw while we're at church. I'm going to turn those into a little jam for the middle of the Pop-Tarts. But I will show you how I make those this morning when we get home from church, because he wants Pop-Tarts and Doug wants pancakes. So I'll probably do sourdough pancakes and Pop-Tarts for breakfast this morning when we get home. And I'm a little hungry, so I'm looking forward to some pancakes. Friends, my family, well, this one is killing me. Killing me. Why are you killing me?
Because I mentioned breakfast and I said I'd buy it.
I said, no, we're not going out to breakfast. It's Pantry Challenge and no spend, no eat out January. No.
I don't fall into that category.
So what did you say?
I said I'll pay for it.
So guess who's treating us to breakfast? Yeah, I know. I have Pop-Tart dough at home. I have bacon thawed. But I guess that'll be used for other things because he wants to go out to breakfast and he wants to treat us before Doug starts his treatment. Wonder if Doug will get runny eggs.
Although, can you still have those?
He can have them till Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh.
So we're going to our favorite little place. We were hoping that our priest could join us, but he has the next mass, so he can't. But anyway, that's that. I'll show you my breakfast. Well, that was a fail. Forgot to pick up the camera and show you my breakfast. I had an omelet. Shocking. I was gonna have the breakfast quesadilla and I just didn't pull the trigger. So I had an omelet and it was delicious, and that's what Doug had. We are home. Doug is now upstairs doing homework. I am trying to figure out what to do. I want to straighten up the house a little bit. It's just a little bit messy for my taste. But I really, really need to go down and clean out the freezers and inventory them. I do so good for like the longest time with the inventory. But then when I like send the kids down or Doug down, they forget. I can't blame them. So I just want to kind of do a freezer clean out and inventory. See what's in there, see what we need to use, and all that fun stuff. We were supposed to have grilled sausage, potato salad, and vegetables for dinner tonight. We are so full from breakfast. I don't know if that's what we're gonna do. We may have sandwiches, I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go clean out those freezers. Come along. Okay, you've all seen how we do our freezer inventory. But it hasn't been kept up. So I need to see what's in here. And also, I really just need to kind of straighten it up a little bit. I also need to still use those tomatoes from the summer. I'm going to make tomato sauce. Just need to do it. I just need to do it. Maybe they'll go in the roaster today. We'll see. But here is what it looks like before. Let's see after. Okay, back in order, pretty much. We have way too many of these freezer things. I'm going to have Doug go through them and decide what to get rid of. You know I hate food waste, and a lot of this is not waste. These are corn cobs from the summer. Tired of having them in here. I'm going to thaw them out, put them in warm water, and give them to the chickens. Zelda is stealing something. I have these buns that somebody gave us that are freezer burnt. They're going, oops, this is a ham bone that needs to go back in there. But this is almost all corn cobs that I'm going to thaw and give to the chickens. there are 2 things of vegetable soup that are old. I'm going to thaw those and give those to the chickens also. Then I have this huge pile of tomatoes. They are going in a roaster right now. Today, I'm going to let them roast down for a couple days and turn them into sauce or something. Okay, next up is the chest freezer. I already started emptying it before I showed it to you. So we are going to empty that. I really should defrost it, but I just don't know if I have that in me today. Maybe next time we'll do that. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's not great, but it's a little bit better. I have stuff in baskets that can be pulled out to see what's underneath, but I will always be an advocate of a stand-up freezer. Definitely a stand-up freezer. But the most important thing is I made an inventory to put on the top of this so I know what is in here. Okay, and last but not least, the freezer that is attached to the basement refrigerator. It is just so tiny. It's really hard to put anything in, but I'm seeing more tomatoes. So we're going to tackle this, make an inventory, and be done. Okay, refrigerator, freezer, done. We might as well just call this the corn freezer. I had no idea I had so much corn. We're going to start eating it at least once a week. So this is all corn, including what was in the chest freezer. We have 26 bags that are 3 cups each of corn. And then I've got, I think 6 corn on the cobs. And then for the container that says floss, that's all raspberries. And the bottom is all blueberries. We're out of strawberries. So we are inventoried, we are organized, we are cleaned out. It's a good feeling. Now to just clean up and retype my inventory lists for my meat. I'm not typing these. These are just going to stay handwritten. Okay, we got the roaster filled with tomatoes, and I'm just going to let that cook for, I don't know, a couple days maybe, and decide what I want to do. I'm probably just going to make tomato sauce, so I think I only have 2 jars left on the shelf. So we'll just let it cook for a couple days and figure that out. And over here, we've got the corn cobs. These are the ones I had in the freezer from when we did the 200 ears of corn. They were frozen, and I don't want to give the chickens frozen stuff right now because, you know, it is the tundra out there. So as you can see the steam coming off it, I just stuck it in some boiling water and steamed it up a little bit just to defrost it and warm it up. And when that cools down, I will go give them these and they will be in their glory. And the raspberries are still waiting for me to make the Pop-Tarts. That's coming next. I just want to get this whole chicken and tomato mess out of the way first. Okay, Pop-Tarts keep getting pushed back because now we are going to clean out the coop. This will be Doug's last time he can do it. So we're going to get that all cleaned out. And I'm going to give these girls a nice treat. They are feasting on their corn and their soup. Good girls. Good girls. You can see a few footprints right here, but none over there because they will not venture into the snow. No way, no how. Okay, that job done. Coop all cleaned out. Chickens fed some yummy, delicious treats. What else? Nesting box is all cleaned out. And I drugged the, what are they called? Recyclables to the curb. Feeder's all filled up. We are good. So now I'm going to go up and get changed because I feel icky, like I have chicken poop on me. I really want to get a nice hot bath, but I'll do that later tonight. Are you excited this was your last time cleaning it out, babe?
I feel bad for you. But, yeah, I won't miss it.
Yeah, that's okay. I got this. Okay, all changed and Jommy's on. Why not, right? So now I'm going to clean up this mess because I've got pots and strainers and containers. Clean up this, and then we're going to make those dang Pop-Tarts. I want to make some brownies, later at some point. I don't know when, with some sourdough discard. But I don't know when that'll get done. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go get cleaned up so we can get these Pop-Tarts made. So you saw how full this was. It was up to the tippy top in tomatoes, and now it's less than halfway down. They cook down so much. I really should take these out, strain them through the fruit and veggie strainer on my KitchenAid, and then put them in a pot and let them cook. But yeah, I'm not in the mood for that. That's going to happen later on in the week, when I can just be home all day and babysit it on the stove, because I won't have enough to put back in the roaster probably once I run it through the KitchenAid. Unless I get lazy and just do it with my hand, my Foley food mill. I may do that. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, I left this out of the refrigerator a little too long when I took it out, but we're going with it. I'm tired. We're done. So we are just going to roll this out to a 1/4 inch thickness into a rectangle. Yeah, this is definitely too soft now, but like I said, we're going with it. Just too much going on today. I'm going to keep rolling this. I'm trying to keep it as close to a rectangle as I can till we get down to 1/8 of an inch. You know I'm going to pull out my handy dandy kitchen ruler, right? Yeah, this is soft. It's very warm in my house, and I took the dough out way too long ago and then got busy doing other things. So that's why we're struggling, but that's okay. Let's see how this is doing. Probably be a tad bit thinner, but we're gonna just go with it. Then we need to cut it into 4 equal portions. Now, it's not gonna be pretty because my edges are not straight. So we're gonna go 3.5 inches about. This makes 4. Okay, so 2 of them will actually kind of be pretty. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our raspberry jelly. Let's see if I can make these ends pretty. We're going to get our raspberry jelly and we're going to put it right on here. I'm trying to make them pretty for you. Okay, let's get that jelly out of the fridge. See what we got. Okay, I can tell you right now it's going to be a hot mess because my jelly didn't get as gelled as I wanted it to. I just wanted to use jelly that I already had. I wanted to use some blueberry jam that I had made back over the summer, but Andrew wanted raspberry. So I tried to make a quick raspberry jam and I rushed it and it didn't get thick enough. I probably should have put a little bit of pectin in it, but I didn't. So I have a feeling this is going to be all over the place and it's going to be a hot, hot mess. But, you know, it's me. What do you expect? Okay, now we are going to brush the edges with an egg wash. Okay, I probably should have put the jam on that side. It would have been a whole lot easier. These are a hot mess, my friends. These are a hot mess. But it is what it is. Right? Right. Is what it is. That's what we're saying. Is what it is. There we go. There's one. Actually, you know what? Let's finish one and get it the heck out of the way. We're just going to take our fork. Nope. Forgot something. Told you. Hot mess. See, if I had done this morning when I was nice and fresh. Here, we're just going to stick our egg wash in there. There we go. Oh, it's coming out. Yeah. Friends, that's okay. Look, everything can't be perfect, right? Because you know there's channels out there that try these things first. They perfect them. Then they do them. So they look, you know, like they are so easy and they know what they're doing. You know I don't do that. We just wing it. And that's okay. We're going to move this. We're going to put it on, I don't know if you can see, it's probably out of the shot. Putting it on a parchment lined baking sheet. And just crimping those edges. Oh my. Oh my, friends. Oh my. That's okay. It is what it is. Right, right. If I didn't leave the dough out of the refrigerator this long, we'd be fine. There would be zero issue. But because I left it out, because I got busy doing chicken chores and other things, it happened. But you know what? Life gets in the way sometimes, and you just have to make the best of it. Because I know no one's life who goes exactly as planned. God knows Doug and I's life is not going as planned right now. Okay, let's try to do one more. Then I'll do the others off camera. Because you see what a hot mess it is. It's okay. Hot mess express. You wouldn't expect anything less. Definitely overfilled, but I wanted a lot of jam in there. So instead of these being a breakfast treat, I guess they're going to be a dessert treat. We will see. Oh boy. I know you guys are laughing your butts off. I know you are. And that's okay, because guess what? I'm kind of laughing at myself too. There we go. Look at that. Perfect, actually. Okay, I'm going to go finish off these two and show you what's next. Okay, so there's our Pop-Tarts. Now, I'm going to tell you, these are big. They'll be fine for like a breakfast, but they're going to be too big for just like a little snack. So you can easily make them smaller. But these are supposed to be like the regular size Pop-Tarts, and they certainly are. Now, if you are following WW or Healthy or whatever, and you wanted to make these, you 100% can make these with 2-ingredient dough. And I know because I have done it before. But I wanted to use some sourdough discard and make these with sourdough. So that's what I did this time. But I have made Pop-Tarts with 2-ingredient dough. So I am just going to finish brushing the egg over this, the egg wash, and then they're going to go in a 350-degree oven for, I forget, I have to look at the recipe. I'll let you know in a sec. Friends, these are going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes or until they are golden brown in a 350-degree oven. So I am going to pop them in. Okay, they are out of the oven. They ain't pretty, but they're out of the oven. I'm going to let them cool a bit. We're going to glaze them, and then I have a feeling that we are going to be eating these with a fork and a knife. Okay, I am really still kind of hungry from breakfast. I mean, kind of full from breakfast, but if I don't eat, I'll get really hungry later. So we just actually ended up making sandwiches tonight. Nobody felt like grilling. I didn't feel like making potato salad. I ain't gonna lie. So we just have chicken club sandwiches. We had some chicken and turkey and chicken and bacon and tomato and cheese and lettuce. Doug had the same thing, but he is also having a bowl of soup with it. We just, excuse me, thawed some soup from the freezer. And Andrew already ate his sandwich and he's back up putting grades in. Okay, so while I'm cleaning up dinner, I'm making life easier for tomorrow. Doug's gonna take the same kind of sandwich we had for dinner tonight, but he likes to take his a little bit differently. Like he has a toaster at work, so I just have his bread in a bag and he'll toast that. And I have one of these containers and I have his chicken and his cheese and his lettuce and tomato in it and a little container of mayonnaise. So he'll basically make his own sandwich tomorrow at work. I just have all the components. Andrew's I'll make here, but I have all his components already ready to go, so it's just quick to make in the morning. And now I'm just making Doug's veggie tray. I usually make it to last 2 days. And he'll take it on Monday, eat it Monday and Tuesday, and then he's working from home Wednesday because of his chemo. And then I'll make him another one for Thursday and Friday. So I try to get as much done as I can the night before just to make mornings go a little bit easier. And I decided that I'm going to do breakfast tonight too, so I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, so there's his veggie and dip for the week. We are out of carrots. So no carrots, just broccoli, celery, peppers, and cucumbers. And a little bit of homemade ranch dip. Did I say for the week? For 2 days. Okay, we are going to finish off these Pop-Tarts. So in my bowl, I have a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar and a teaspoon of water. It's kind of thick, so I'm going to just put another 1/4 teaspoon of water in there to make it more of a glaze than a frosting. Use your knife for me. There we go. I'm just gonna kind of drizzle it over. Now that I think about it, maybe that's at a 1/2 cup. Hot mess. I am not a fan of blogs, my friends. I hate having to, if a recipe does not have a jump to recipe, I don't do it. And then even when you jump to recipe, sometimes it decides to jump back and forth, and that's why when I did, like it's doing right now, that's why when I made my website, I did not do it blog style, because you don't have to, oh yeah, 1/2 cup. I was wondering why we weren't going to have enough. I wanted to make a website where you didn't have to read about, you know, why I made this recipe and what this recipe was about. And here's the recipe, folks. I mean, maybe that's why I actually lose money on my website. Oh, wait, Doug wasn't supposed to hear that.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, so you were supposed to get 4 out of this. And this makes sense because I have to, it was supposed to be a 1/2 cup of sugar. I got 5 because I had a little piece left over, but I just kind of did a 1/2 moon. Now we're going to throw on some sprinkles. See, I call them sprinkles for all you people that don't live in Jersey. You like that? Because they're not called sprinkles. They're called jimmies. But so many times I have people say, what's a jimmy? What are jimmies? See? I can accommodate you guys. There they are. There are our homemade sourdough Pop-Tarts. They're not the prettiest things, but hopefully they'll taste good. I don't know. We'll call Andrew down and we'll give him a taste and we'll see. Wait a minute. After I said that and turned the camera off, what did you say, Doug?
If you made them, they'll be delicious.
See, look, this is why I keep him around. He's good for the what? The morale? Not the morale. That's not the word I want to use.
Yeah, that's
no, good for the
good for the soul.
No, that's not the word I want to use.
Good for the mojo. Good for
like I'll think of it. Okay, we got everybody here. Doug and I are gonna split one. We're gonna give him a. Andrew's like, come on, mom. Come on, mom.
Stop talking. I want to eat.
We're gonna give him a taste, and actually, you know what? First, I'm gonna break mine. I'm gonna cut mine in half. Let's cut it in half. Take a look at the inside. I told you the jelly didn't come out so good.
Okay,
Ooh, look at that.
Okay, ready?
Okay, wait. Here you go, Dougie.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. They're good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're really good. Do they taste like a Pop-Tart? No, because they don't taste artificial.
Yeah.
They're really good though. So definitely, and you know what? Honestly, I've made these before not sourdough. So you don't have to have sourdough to make homemade Pop-Tarts. You can make them without sourdough. There's a million recipes on Pinterest and the internet. So just look them up. Make some nice Pop-Tarts.
Eat your heart out, Kellogg's.
Okay, so I ended up putting all the tomatoes in a half-gallon jar and in my big pot. I'm just going to toss these in the fridge for the night and deal with them either tomorrow or Tuesday. What I'm going to do is put them through my food strainer attachment on my KitchenAid, get all the skins and seeds out. Whatever I have left, I will put back in this pot and I will cook down on the stove for hours and hours until it resembles tomato sauce. And then I will can it up. So that's a project for a different day. Now I'm going to get this cleaned out and I'm going to get some chicken carcasses in there to get some broth going. Because I think I'm down to about 3 jars of chicken bone broth on the shelf. And it is the season for soups. And also I want Doug to be sipping on some bone broth coming up here because it's just so good for him and all that yummy stuff. And while I'm doing this, Doug is slicing apples for me just so I wouldn't have to put gloves and safety glasses on. So he's taking care of that for me. What we're doing, 2 large apples, which ours are small, so we're doing 4 small in the bottom of the crock pot. Then we'll add the other ingredients. I'll show you that. And we will just push the button and breakfast will be ready in the morning. Okay, putting together breakfast for tomorrow. So we've got our apples in the bottom of the slow cooker. And then I'm just going to sprinkle on 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. You can also use a brown sugar substitute if you would like. Then no, go ahead, you're fine. Doug's cleaning out the roaster for me and he was going to stop because he's making noise, but you guys don't care. You know it's real life and we just want to get done. We're going to put in a teaspoon or so, you know, I don't measure, of cinnamon. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, I love nutmeg, and I measure nutmeg with my heart. So, it's probably going to be more than a 1/2 teaspoon. A little bit more for good measure. Now, if you want, you can use apple pie spice. And I thought about doing that, but mine is empty up here and I wasn't going down to the pantry to refill it. A little sprinkle of salt. Then on top of that, we're going to do 2 cups of oatmeal. I prefer to use the old-fashioned oats, not the quick cook, but you can use either. Then over that, we are going to pour 2 cups of milk of your choice. You can use whatever you like. Almond milk, soy milk, whatever. Blows your skirt up. I am really feeling it tonight, guys. I am like punchy. And then over this, we're going to pour 2 cups of water. Let me get that. I measured it in the same cup. That's why it looks funny. It's all go in the same place. It's fine. So we're going to pour 2 cups of water over that. And that, my friends, is it. That's all you do. You do not stir. Do not stir. Do not stir. And we are going to put this on low for 8 hours. And it will be ready in the morning for breakfast. Okay, the last thing for the night. We are going to get our chicken bone broth going. Now, unfortunately, all my carcasses are frozen, so they're not as easy. I'm making sure this is, I don't know why there's carrots in there. I'm making sure it's chicken. Well, I have a ham in there too somewhere. Actually, I found it today, so we're good. Actually, one of these might be turkey. I don't care. It's all poultry, right? So we've got some of that. And then now look away if you're going to freak out. Look away. Look away. Chicken feet. They make great bone broth. I know. I know. No haters, please. No haters. These are from our homegrown chicks. And it's stuck around the bag. So I need to go thaw that out so we don't have any plastic in. And I think I have more. Yes, I have a half a carcass in the freezer. We can throw that in. I say a half because this wouldn't fit in the Instant Pot the other day when I made a batch in the Instant Pot the other day and had every intention of canning it up and getting it on the shelf, and that didn't happen because I ended up with a gallon of broth, I think, or maybe a little less than a gallon. I ended up with a half a gallon jar and a quart jar, yes. So I ended up using it all while it was in the fridge waiting to be canned. So, yeah. None on the shelf, and I really like to have it on the shelf. Oh, here we go. Dougie got the feet for me. Okay, so we're going to put all that in, and then we are going to add to this water because it's starting to smell already. So we're going to get some water in there. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more water in here. I put in some onion. I found 2 carrots in the depths of the fridge. I put them in here with a bunch of celery. Now I'm just doing some pepper. And I'm going to do salt. I know it looks like a lot of salt, but it's a lot of water. We're going to put some more water in, but before we do that, we are going to put in some, not avocado oil. The avocado oil and the apple cider vinegar look very similar. I'm going to put in some apple cider vinegar. What this does, now when I put it in the Instant Pot, I do like about 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to do more because this is a whole lot more than the Instant Pot. I'm going to do about a half a cup. What the apple cider vinegar does is it helps to leach out all the collagen and all the good stuff that's in the bones. So you have some really, really great, healthy bone broth. So I've got that. And we're just going to add a little bit more. Oh, I found some more bones. Let me get my more bones. Okay, there we go. We've got our huge roaster full of goodness. So I'm going to put it at about 225. I want to let it start cooking, almost boiling. And then I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer. And I'm probably going to let it go at least 24 hours or so. I'll add water as needed, but yeah. That's all there is to it. Okay, so done in the kitchen, but I have some computer work I need to do. Doug's upstairs working on some homework. Andrew is on the computer with some friends playing a game. And I am designing a shirt on the Cricut for a family member who needed a last minute shirt, actually 2 last minute shirts. So I'm working on that right now. And then the last thing I'm going to have to do is retype my inventory. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, got the second shirt designed. I'm going to worry about cutting them out and pressing them tomorrow. Now to work on the inventory, and I am watching Guys Grocery Games. Normally, I would just end this vlog here. Oh my goodness, I have mascara under my eyes. Normally, I would just end this vlog here, but I want to show you the oatmeal in the morning. So I will show you the oatmeal in the morning and then wrap up the vlog. So I will say good night. So as promised, here is our oatmeal. It is perfectly done. I did forget to spray the crock pot, but it's fine. We'll just give it a good stir. And we will serve it up. I like to sprinkle some extra cinnamon or nutmeg on top, and usually a little bit of either heavy cream or half and half or milk or whatever it is I have, but it is absolutely delicious. And it was done last night, and I didn't have to do anything with it. And here is our chicken broth. It looks fantastic. It simmered all night. I'm probably going to add a little bit more water to it and let it go the rest of the day. And there you have it. Now this will be the end of our weekend vlog. I will see you all in my next video.